This city is mine, and what is mine I have divided over the years and given a portion to each of you. But now it seems our city has an infestation. Some rats have forgotten their place. Quote the Kingpin. Kingpin's Sinister Six. Kingpin gathers a team to deal with his masked vigilante problem, but a group of supervillains isn't the only challenge Spider-Man will face. Meanwhile, Green Goblin joins forces with Doc Ock, Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 3, Issue 8. 20 years ago, the Maker prevented a radioactive spider from biting a young Peter Parker. He likewise prevented the creation of any other superheroes and formed a secret council to rule the world from the shadows. 7 months ago, Tony Stark sent Peter Parker that same radioactive spider along with a Picotech suit and warnings of the Maker's Council, a shadow organization that rules the world. Since then, Peter has used the incredible powers granted by the spider bite to fight crime alongside Green Goblin, aka Harry Osborn, the co-CEO of Oscorp. When Peter and Harry were brutally defeated by Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin of Manhattan, Peter's entire family learned of his secret identity. But right now, Peter has more pressing problems. Tony Stark has returned. We are in New York City on a very hot day in August. Peter Parker is focused on his artificial intelligence Pico suit, staring intently at the orb. Mary Jane calls out to him, Peter, I think we're going to be late. Peter, I said, I think we're going to be late. Peter doesn't hear Mary Jane at first, but then he snaps out of his thoughts and apologizes, asking, what were you saying, Mary Jane? Mary Jane repeats, we're going to be late. I was thinking you and Ben could swing by and grab the cake while the kids and I head straight over. Peter agrees without hesitation, but Mary Jane notices something off and asks, hey, you okay? Is something wrong? Peter responds, well, I have a lot on my mind. Most of all, can you believe the kids are going to be a year older? After Mary Jane leaves, Peter Parker's artificial intelligence speaks up, saying, well, that's disappointing, but tell the kids I said happy birthday. Peter is amazed that the suit is talking to him, even though he's not wearing it. You're a voice in my head, Peter asks in disbelief. The artificial intelligence responds, I talk all the time, Peter. I believe we've had our conversation. This suit is reminiscent of the symbiote, where the AI or the symbiote can communicate and react even when Peter isn't wearing it. The artificial intelligence in Peter Parker's suit says, I'm a perfect replica of your psyche housed in a total independent, completely adaptable Pico shell. Of course I can talk. Peter, surprised, asks, okay, what else can you do that I don't know about? The AI responds, I can do all kinds of things. Although Peter doesn't have time to explore this now, he promises they'll have a conversation about it later. The AI replies, I look forward to it, and please remember to wish the kids a happy birthday for me. This new suit raises many questions for Peter. We go back 3 weeks ago when the Iron Lad shows up to see if Peter Parker Spider-Man has learned how to become a hero. Peter's first question is, why is my suit so different from his and yours for that matter? Referring to the Green Goblin suit and the Iron Lad suit. The Iron Lad explains, it was the last breakthrough my father made before. It was the last thing he made. The Picotech is revolutionary, way beyond anything I know how to make. When I was putting together the package you sent me back in time, I thought it should go to someone who might need it the most. Something special for someone special. Spider-Man replies, thanks, seriously, thank you. That's the nicest thing anyone has said to me all day. I mean, this guy's been punching me around for hours while the other sicko just watches. Still, I gotta ask, what do you mean? What makes me so special? The Iron Lad responds, you don't know. Of course you don't. How could you? You're special because, well, you're at the top of the list. The Green Goblin questions, list? What list? Iron Lad, or rather Tony Stark, explains, there's a database that exists from when the guy who built this great society was eliminating all potential resistance or opposition. There's a handful of heroes he deemed mission critical to erase from history. They are the ones who had to go. Top of the list, Dr. Octopus interjects. Wait, that wasn't in any of the files. Green Goblin adds, we did learn about the Maker and what he did, but Otto's right. There was nothing in there about that. Better not be lying. Iron Lad responds, I'm not. And who are you supposed to be in that suit of stolen armor? Green Goblin retorts, don't worry about that. As we know, the Maker had Spider-Man at the top of his list. Spider-Man is a catalyst in many universes, a crucial figure in saving them. Without Spider-Man, many battles and entire universes would have been lost. Just then, Iron Lad opens the Green Goblin's helmet, revealing Harry Osborn, just like the Green Goblin did did with Spider-Man's Pico suit earlier. Spider-Man jokes, see, not so cool when someone does it to you, is it? Iron Lad continues, I know that face, you're Harry Osborn. You stole my birthright. Harry Osborn responds, actually I paid for it. After what I've learned, it was a fair price for a company run by traitors. Iron Lad reflects, I went to bed one day, loving the world and seeing through a child's eyes. And then I woke up in a world of monsters and men, never again able to sleep so soundly. None of our fathers are perfect, especially mine. Spider-Man interjects, so what now? Iron Lad warns, the Maker returns in little over an hour. Best get ready for him. Green Goblin still processing everything asks, where was I on the list? Iron Lad responds, you weren't on it at all. But if you're hanging out with this guy, I'm sure you'll grow into this suit. So keep it. And the company, I've moved on bigger things. I guess we all have. I'll be in touch. Spider-Man says, he seems okay. What do you think? The Green Goblin replies to Otto, we have to find a way to upgrade the security of our suits. Otto agrees. Yes, the Green Goblin wasn't even on the list. Of course he wasn't. In the majority of universes, the Green Goblin was never good, including Harry Osborn. We pick up with Ben, Peter, and Jonah at the bakery where they're picking up a cake for the kid's birthday party. They inform Peter that the paper has officially launched, or at least has a set launch date, and when it goes live, they want Peter there. Peter reflects on the situation, noting that after working for the Bugle for over a decade, this is his career. It's a security, a job with a 401k, the whole 9 yards. However, with everything going on in his life, he's unsure now is the right time. Although he doesn't explicitly say no, he knows he'll need to talk to MJ about it. We pick up at the arcade where everyone important to Peter's family has gathered to celebrate the kids' birthdays. As they begin to cut the cake, everyone enjoys the wonderful day. J. Jonah Jameson and young Ben Parker share a special bond, talking about loneliness and the importance of meeting someone special. Jameson gives Ben a book titled I Never Lie by J. Jonah Jameson, which Ben thinks is really cool. Meanwhile, MJ calls out, who wants cake? As the kids, the Parker family, and J. Jonah Jameson all enjoy a fantastic birthday party. At the tower, Mr. Weasley says, the last one is arriving now, sir. Mr. Weasley is Mr. Fix's right-hand man, known from the Daredevil Netflix series in Earth 616. He continues, consider I didn't even know some of them existed before this week. Getting the heads of the other 5 boroughs here for the meeting was, I admit, a difficult job, but it was a job well done. Mr. Fix, I've been with you for almost a decade, and during that time, there isn't a single legitimate business venture of yours that my hands haven't touched. My record is exemplary. Kingpin replies, yes, that is your first step into the real world, James. Are you sure you're ready for it? Mr. Weasley responds confidently, I've been waiting my whole life for this, sir. He has learned that the Kingpin rules Manhattan with an iron fist, while the other heads of the 5 territories tend to be less direct in exercising control. Mr. Weasley continues, take Martin Lee, for example. He's the CEO of the FEAST Feast Foundation. By day, it's a philanthropic outreach providing food for shelter for the needy of New York. Seemingly a good, possibly even a great man, but by night he runs the gang known as the Demons, who holds queens tightly in the grass. Their domination is untraceable, and any enemy who threatens them often crumbles from within, needing only a little push to topple. I know this is because Mr. Negative possesses psychological superhuman abilities, particularly self-mind control. This is a closely held secret and easily maintained. No reputable news organs would publish these rumors, and the Daily Bugle takes great pride in denying them. Mr. Lee is reserved, predictable, and your most dependable lieutenant. On the other hand, there's Walter Hardy, once considered the greatest top-floor thief in the world. The notorious Black Cat, seemingly retired after never having been caught, Hardy used his acquired wealth to consolidate and control his territory in the Bronx. He has also started a family, but tragically his wife passed away several years ago, leaving behind only a daughter. Outwardly, he appears to be a picture of a good soldier, but privately, we know he goes out on the prowl every night. He doesn't do it for money, he does it for the thrill. He's in this for entertainment, and as such, his motivations are unaligned with yours. I believe that makes him dangerous. The next person is even more dangerous and more directed. Sergei Kravnen. He's a billionaire oligarch excommunicated from Russia during the Rasputin Purge. The mutants were very clear. He is no longer welcome in the motherland. Sergei is a hunter born of a long line of hunters. He has hunted and killed nearly everything that can be hunted, and he always hunts in pairs. Once he kills and once he saves. Both trophies he preserves. The former is displayed in his lair, the later in his public zoo. I do not think he will be satisfied until he has killed one of everything. Kravnen the Hunter controls Staten Island. The next member of the Sinister Six is Mysterio, who holds control over Brooklyn. Beyond that, we know almost nothing about him. Mr. Weasley continues, and as for the last of the lieutenants, while most people think they are 5 boroughs, there are actually 6. The underworld is larger than all the other 5 combined and serves as the foundation on which they rest. Some people think they can escape your iron fist, believe they can slip through the cracks, disappear, go underground. Well, that is his domain. It is the Mole Man, the Kingpin's oldest and most loyal comrade, who emerges through the fireplace. Kingpin addresses his lieutenants, states, "This city is mine. Over the years, I have divided what is mine and given a portion to each of you. But now it seems our city has an infestation. Some rats have forgotten their place." Kravnen asks, "Do you prefer that the 6 of us catch them, or should we kill them?" Kingpin replies, "Actually, I was thinking we can make a game of it. The Sinister Six will go to battle with Spider-Man and the Green Goblin. Next, Ultimate Spider-Man, Volume 3, Issue 9.